But are you okay with me recording?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Please do.
I think this has been very helpful, and I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Does it help you? Is it helping you with your coaching?
My supervision, yeah, a great deal, actually. So that's great.
I did that when I did my master's degree in counseling. Yeah, I had a supervisor, and we'd actually go through the sessions together. Why? And she'd say, "Why did you ask that?"
Right.
And where are we going with that? And it gets you to be really strategic about why you're. It's just not whatever comes up to the top of your head.
And that didn't happen so much with this supervision. Just want to see if we're getting it. But I have 3 different supervisors. And what happens is, which is great because I get 3 different views. I use different sessions for each one, but I get 3 different views.
Perspectives.
Perspectives, exactly.
Right. You probably get 3 different types of feedback.
Yeah.
You have to be good at discerning it.
Coaching.
So that's great.
I have thought a lot about making my journey fun and free.
Okay. And what did you come up with?
And also acknowledging the fact that the reality that 70% of what I want in my life, I have. And so for me that's inspiring because oftentimes we can be pretty hard on ourselves and think that we're so far away.
So with that realization, what came out of that?
Maybe if I can compare it to, if I can use something to describe it.
Yeah, totally.
I'm using the blogs as an opportunity to document my learning. So anytime I have a learning of any kind, I use the blogs to explain that.
Good.
And so around this topic of fun and freedom, I talked about, in one of them, about comparing. So I was going on a run, which is really a jog for me, and I started comparing myself to every runner that was anywhere in my vicinity, passing me, ahead of me, behind me, around me, saying, "Oh, that person's running faster. Oh, that person looks like a real runner. Oh," that kind of thing. Every time I did that, it was like I got weighed down 100 pounds until it was so heavy, that comparing, that I couldn't even run anymore.
So what's in the comparing for you though?
Well, what's in it? Well, it certainly doesn't serve me. It's very toxic.
What's toxic?
Every single time I did it, I felt 100 pounds heavier.
So
the weight of the world just gets on your shoulders.
So it's just pushing you down
yes.
more and more.
Yeah.
Not just physically, but it's...
Oh, no. The physical was the manifestation, but it was emotional and spiritual and energetic, and it was too much to bear.
What's in being so hard on yourself?
What's about that?
Well, yeah.
I think it's a habit.
Describe that to me.
It's the old way that we were conditioned, I think, me in particular, by my dad. You have to work hard, and I was never, not to get psychotherapeutic about it, but I was never working hard enough for him.
Right. Sure.
But that's not my personality. My personality is to dabble and have fun, and so there's that disconnect. Whereas I thrive having fun and dabbling like I'm doing. But then there's this patterning from my whole life.
It's almost like you have your dad look on your shoulder.
Try harder.
Try harder. And then there's Kim on the other shoulder going,
wow,
well, let's dabble.
This is fun.
Let's dabble. So what needs to happen?
Well, I managed within that 40-minute jog to completely shift that whole thing, the whole comparison. And by the time I said, you know what, you're actually out here, and that's pretty amazing.
So how did you shift?
I just made a decision to do it. I'm good at it because I help other people do it.
Sure.
So it's when you just use my own strategies on myself, which, as you know, aren't always as easy.
It's always easy
to help someone else.
Exactly. But don't make me look at
Yes.
don't make me look at my own shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I used my own strategies, and every time I acknowledged myself, and was just appreciative of that other person.
Yeah.
Um,
That other person being
absolutely.
you.
Me and that other person coming towards me, I might have said, oh, that's a real runner. And instead, oh, that's just another person. Oh my gosh, it's my friend Holly. And it turned out that I wasn't even looking at the person. I was just looking at maybe their body type or the way they were running.
You went right to that comparison.
Yes.
That trigger flipped, and you're like,
yes.
They're a runner, I'm not.
Exactly. And when I really looked at the person, she ended up being a friend of mine. And so it's just changed everything.
Which sounds like it made it more pleasant.
Way more pleasant. And I got lighter and lighter.
And as you're saying that, you're getting
Yes.
lighter and lighter.
Because it's just